Hey guys, so today is gonna be kind of a catch-up and kind of like a mini haul. I did not get into my journal at all yesterday or in my planners because I was working from another place that was not my office and not at home, and so I didn't have any of my things on me, and I kind of was just flying by the seat of my pants. Put these for later. And then today I did end up going in office, and there's a Dollar Tree right next to my office, and my coworker and I went out for lunch, and then you gotta go to Dollar Tree. It's like right next door, and we both love Dollar Tree. So specifically we went to look for Valentine's stuff to decorate our office with, but they didn't have hardly anything. I guess we just waited too long. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day, so yes, we did wait too long, likely. But I always check the stationery aisle and the crafts aisle, and they had these notebooks. I'm not sure what the size is, and now that I'm thinking of it, I don't even really know a B6 size, except I do have a B6 in here, so I probably will measure that against this. But I fell down like a rabbit hole last night on YouTube on bullet journals, and I mean, bullet journals aren't really my thing. They never really appeal to me. I think because I get very overwhelmed with the thought that I have to like draw out everything by hand. But then I found this video. If I can remember, I will link the girl. It's an old video. It's like 3 years at least. But she kept a really minimal bujo and just like a regular spiral notebook that you would find at like, a bargain store. And so when I saw these, I mean, I don't really care for the covers. They're not bad, but they're just nothing that I would want to like gravitate towards using, really. It's just not my style. Still cute though. And then they had this one, and the paper seemed pretty decent for, a dollar store notebook. I'm pretty sure this is B6, 8x6. No, this is bigger. B6 is 5x7. But they had pens there. This is my favorite pen at Dollar Tree. It's a Zebra Z-Grip, the light blue casing. I don't know about the others, but this is the one I always get. And it's just so like smooth for ballpoint. It feels so nice. I think people are on to me because they only had like 2 of these, which I took, obviously. But if you find these or any like version of the Z-Grip, I like the thick point, the 1.0. It's a great pen. I can't complain. It doesn't skip. It's great. Then I found this, like they have like a specialty pen area now, which I just haven't been at Dollar Tree for a while, I guess, because they have brush pens and calligraphy markers and like all kinds of stuff. So they had this one called, I couldn't help myself. I opened these at work. Specifically this one I wanted to try on this paper to see if it would bleed. But this is called Ink, like INC. And it's 0.7 gel, and it's pretty thick. And then the tip kind of looks like that, and it's really juicy. I think I already tested it on this one. This one, yes. I like to use the back of my notebooks for pen tests, but here I did the pen test and there was no bleed through. Even though this paper is pretty thin for some reason, I think they have like a coating on it, because this pen is so smooth. Oh my gosh, I wish I would have found more than one, because I would have bought more than one. But anyway, that's my mini haul. I bought 3 notebooks and I bought 3 pens. And I just switched this out of the packaging. These will probably like go to work with me because I really love these. Actually, I think I'm just gonna stick. Why are these always so hard to get out? Oh my gosh. Okay. I think I will just leave that there right now. I think I'm gonna put these in my little planner. I'm gonna put one here. And oh, how nice would it look in this like cream color. Actually, look, this is another Z clip, so I guess they have them. I found them before in like this floral pattern. It's technically like, I hope you can see that, but it's technically the same pen. So I will switch it out because I really like how the blue looks with this white color. And maybe this guy, I feel like I need to figure out a pen loop situation here, but I think for now I will kind of just stick that in there. Yeah, so I haven't caught up in these, but really there's really nothing to catch up because this is just pre-planning and things change, and I already went through everything. There's really not a lot of room to add more stuff in here, so I'm not really going to do anything on this. But I did forget to take these to work with me. And my Filofax order apparently was delivered. I just haven't had a chance to make it to like my little mail hut because we have like communal mail here. But when I get down there, probably tomorrow, I'll have a little mini haul for you on the Filofax. This is the same thing. There's no room to really edit or make changes here, so I'm not gonna even touch that. And in my Hobonichi, I'm pretty much just gonna leave it as is. So one of the reasons I like fell down this rabbit hole is because I felt like my like day-to-day tasks can change sometimes quite rapidly, and so I wanted like a separate space to sort of keep track of the day-to-day things that happen. And it's just easier to create something myself and cheaper than to try and buy certain inserts. Even if they're digital, you still have to print them and cut them out, and I hate that. So hence I was on the search for like super simple bujo ideas last night. That's how I searched, if you want to search too. Super simple bujo layouts, ideas, etc. Most of the videos are really old because not many people are doing bujo, or at least that I could find. I didn't find very many recent videos. And the videos that were recent were just very stylized, and I just don't have the patience to draw out like a whole title page or anything. I mean, literally it has to be just like lines and maybe squares. That's like as advanced as I want to go into this. So we'll try that with this. Then I was like, okay, well, I don't have a cover that truly fits this. I have a lot of B6, which this is a lot taller than a B6. I have a lot of B6 Slim, which is why I've got these here. I have this one. And I had like a Bordeaux colored one, which I'm missing. And I do have a like lost planner box. I had put some of my planners in a like one of those plastic bins, and now I'm thinking that I may have donated that by mistake, because I literally, we have searched the whole house, I can't find it, and like some of my more expensive planners are in that, including like the powder blue rings that I wanted to set up as Alice in Wonderland theme. So that's a bummer because I really loved that B6 Slim. I was in that for a long time. But I found these. This I bought. I forget who this lady was. I'm sorry. It was a long time ago. I don't even know if they're still... Lady Falcon? I don't even know if they are still making... I bought this back in 2020. These were all the rage, like, way before. Like, 2 years before, and I couldn't afford it because this was international. And, I waited, and finally I decided, because she had one that was so pretty on her site, and it was, like, lots of hot pink and lots of, like, purple and a little bit of blue. But when I got this, there's no pink on this at all. And let me turn on this light. There's no pink on this at all, which I was really disappointed. And I just felt like it wasn't advertised correctly. Like the thing was really poorly done, like the paint job, I feel like. And I just was not happy with this. I thought I was getting something similar to the website, and of course, you know, I messaged her and she was very nice. So she was basically like, well, every paint job is different, which I can understand as an artist. So but again, I never gravitated towards this. And even now I'm thinking I might just go in here, instead of in here. They're the same exact size. This one's a little bit taller. Yeah, I don't know. This one, I don't even know what that is. This one I used for quite some time. As you can see, it's like very well loved. Oh, I got some glitter on there. It's a speckled fawn. Again, I haven't bought these types of notebook covers in a long time, so I don't know if any of these are like in still in business after COVID. This one I bought in 2020. Well, I bought this insert in 2020, Yellow Paper House. They have really good inserts. I, again, don't know if they're in business. And I had this little like B6 thing, and I had my calendar. So I really use this. Like a little notepad in there. I just, you know, I'm not a fan of brown really. So I don't know. So even if I put these to use, I don't know if I will really care to use them, you know, like I don't feel like I would be attracted to using them that much. I don't know if you guys had a choice. I feel like this one's just a tiny bit wider and a tiny bit taller. Like if I pair them up, it's just a smidge wider. I mean, these inserts would still fit in here pretty well. Let's see. Yeah, so it would fit pretty well. So even if I cut it or cut these to this size, if I wanted to change covers, I could still do that. So I think I'm going to use this as my template. Now, my problem is the actual cutting, because I'm terrible at it. And every time I try to chop notebooks, they never turn out right. So, yeah. I don't know if or how I can do this without it messing up the notebook. So I guess we can sort of mark off we can mark off where where we will cut. So like right here and right here, just to make sure that I know where we're cutting, which is fine because I really don't care for this elastic, so I'm fine with that not existing on this notebook. And I'm going to be cutting or covering this anyway. My best bet will be to use my giant cutter. Which I don't know if I'll get like fully in frame. But this cutter isn't great either. So it's very temperamental. It's already like cut into the plastic here. It's supposed to be like self-sharpening, but it's just like super annoying actually. So I guess I can just cut little by little. But the thing is, okay, so the thing is this doesn't roll, does it? It doesn't lift up like my other one, so I may have to do this. We have to do a few pages at a time. And I will probably just like fast forward this because who wants to watch me cut down a notebook, you know? No one. Let me clean this up real quick before we continue. Where is it? Oh no, I forgot we still have to cut the top. Okay, we're back, and I mean, it's not perfect, but it'll do for what I need it to. And I just realized something amazing, that 2020 pretty much lines up with, why am I shaking? I'm like, 2020 pretty much lines up with 2025, because I just looked at February in here. The only thing is, in 2020 it was a leap year, so we had an extra day. So because of that, we are kind of off on the others. Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping I could repurpose this. I probably still can. I can just white out like all the days, which I won't make you suffer through. I will do that off camera, but I will just, we could do it as a project. I'll white out everything and then we can kind of month to month add in whatever days we need and change the year, obviously, because this is good paper and I did use it, but I feel like I could get more use out of it. So again, it's about using what I already have. And then here, this one doesn't start till April. So again, I can white out these dates, and or I could put stickers over this. Like, I can still use this. So another freebie, I guess you could say. I hate this cover though, but yeah, I might end up covering this up with something else. And here is our wonky B6 Slim, but it really sort of lines up pretty perfectly with this. So now I think I will start with this one. I have stuff in here. Oh, these are playing cards. Why don't I have these in here? That's so weird. Okay. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to use, I feel like I might just put this in here. Will it even fit? See, this is why this notebook is so annoying. I cut it exactly to the size of this notebook, and it won't fit in this pocket. It's just ridiculous. This is why sometimes it's better to just buy cheap and not worry about getting the latest stuff, because it's not worth it. So I mean, like this, it's fine, but I'm not gonna get all upset about it. Yeah, we can do this as a project next time, like just change out these days or whatever. And I'm gonna continue to use this guy. I'm gonna take this elastic off and just have it in here as an extra. And this in here. So, I mean, it looks pretty cute. You know, it'll do for what I need it. So let's see if I can do like a little charm. And I have little clips in here somewhere. This drawer is never operating. Okay, I'll have to figure this drawer out at some point. So what color should I use? I feel like they're all really nice. I have this blue. I have pink. I have pink and I have hot pink. I feel like the blue goes better, maybe purple. I like the blue. I'll use the blue. And I might just like end up buying some hot pink leather stain and maybe staining the rest of this. It's very beautifully detailed, don't get me wrong. But yeah, it just I hate that it's not what I wanted, but whatever, we're gonna get used out of it. I have quite a few charms in here. I have a moon. I have all kinds. What is this? This is like Harry Potter? No, this is Days of Christmas. I have a little like Once Upon a Time book, which is a bit clunky, I think. I have a sun. I also have gems. You get a little, oh, this is cute. A little star key. Sewing stuff, skeletons, another moon. Oh, this little like star charm is very cute. I think I'm just gonna use these. This is like the lazy man's way to create a charm. Basically, I'm just gonna like throw everything on here from biggest in the back to smallest in the front. Like this. And then just clip it in here. And that's how you can get a cute little charm. So yeah, I'm going to, I guess, call it a day for now, because I feel like we've struggled together, we've learned together, we have cried together. I do have, before I go, I'm not gonna set up the book during this video because that's a lot. But I do want to show you, because I forgot my ring planners today and I didn't have them at work. I have a little backup, and this is a Moleskine like diary. It has like, you know, dates on it, but it's from 2024. I think I talked about this before. I keep forgetting where I talked about what, so I'm very sorry if I'm repeating myself. So I wrote some notes for myself. I need to bring cable ties next time I go to work. I need to bring that shelf that I keep talking about. And then while we were at work, my boss wanted some stuff done. And I just let the stickies kind of stick out so that I didn't lose my place. So I'll be in office Tuesday, Wednesday, and also Monday. I remember her saying Monday. And these are my bujo sections. Oh, this fell out. Why am I shaking? I'm like, blah. These are my little tiny plotter inserts that I got from Amazon Japan. And because I will never remember what they're called, partly because I can't read it, I need to just save this in here. I had too much caffeine today, I think. So my bujo sections, and these are, I took these notes on my phone and then I transferred them here, obviously, because I wanted to show you, and my phone is up here filming. So I wanted to create, and this is again very much this girl that I watched, and also some of this is from another lady. Oh, God, I have the worst memory. I'm sorry. I will link both of them. But the general like layout is from the girl who did like the super simple layout in her spiral notebook. And so there was an index, and I think what I want, well, she didn't have an index. She had a table of contents. Instead of a table of contents, I wanted to change it to like an index in the back of stuff that I'll tape in with like trigger lists. So when I say trigger list, I don't mean like it triggers me. I mean like it triggers my memory to like remember, like you have to clean all these things and you have to remember to pay all this stuff and you have to remember like all the stuff I need to remember. I want to start like a list for that. There's a lot of resources on Pinterest and on Google and you know whatever, so I could just write those out. I don't need to buy anything, but if I wanted to make it look neater, I could just type it out. I want to have like a moon, like what is it, moon cycles section, and then any kind of important reference info off the top of my head, like stuff that's more like maybe work related reference or mental health related reference or spiritual reference, things like that. And then I want to do a horizontal weekly with a little priorities box, because I used to set up my weeks that way, and it really helped to have it like, you know, so when you think about a week's, which I'll just draw here, you have like the 2 pages, right? You have the 2 pages, and then you have your days like this, and then your other page is blank. So I used to then like carry over these lines to the blank page, and then in the front of each box I would have like my little priorities box. So here was a free-for-all, right, in this space here, but here I would just have like my 3 top tasks for the day, and then this was like priorities, and this one was just like, you know, tasks or whatever. So I want to do something like that, similar to that here, as a like horizontal running week. I would like somehow to incorporate like a running task list. I don't know if that's going to be like a separate set of pages for that, but that's another thing I did in my Hobonichi weeks. Before I did this setup, I did like a dump of all the tasks I needed to do without necessarily like assigning them to certain days. and then I would have like Monday, Wednesday, you know, whatever, just like you would have on a tracker. And just for example, like I'm just gonna write random stuff like X, Y, Z, blah blah blah, and then okay, I would every day I would look through this list, and this seems redundant, but like okay, I did X on Wednesday, so I would mark off the Wednesday box, but then on Wednesday I would say okay, I completed X, and then at the end of the week, when it's ready to go into another set of pages, I would go back and see what did I not do from this running list and highlight those, and then I would carry those over. That worked really well for a long time, so I kind of want to do that again. And in that same vein, I want to do a tracker, but I want the tracker to be a lot more than just like basic things. And that other lady that I watched, she had like a really good tracker with like all the things, and I want that. Then I want a space for me to record language study, like what I did, listening, reading, writing, etc. You know, what modules I completed, if I immersed, what did I immerse in music, you know, movies, TV, whatever. Then I want to have a gratitude area, and I'm thinking that these two will follow like a similar format, like a week format. Then I want to do like a spiritual section, because I was, you know, like I was saying before, I did start a devotional section here, but I'm just not drawn to going in here to write devotion. So I feel like because this is going to be like my one and all, I could dedicate time in here to that. Then an affirmation section, which again I did here. I'm not really drawn to doing that so much in here, so I'm hoping like this different setup will help me with that. And then I want to have a section for where I just like maybe have like what looks like a yearly tracker, you know, like just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for days of the month, and then the month on top. And each day I would write what did I research, or like what was I have like different quirky fixations. Like last night was bujos. Like I literally spent 3 hours looking up bujo videos and bujo stuff on Pinterest. So like I just want to keep track of like what am I fixating on, because also I'm trying to not impulse buy. And even though this was cheap, it was, you know, these notebooks from Dollar Tree were impulse buys, kind of promoted and, you know, sort of enabled by this video watching that I did. So it's like a whole like mental health thing that I want to do there. And for now, that's all the sections. So like 8 different sections. I'm not sure yet if it will be like set sections, you know, like okay, this whole section will be my weeks for however long, or if I wanted to do like per week all of these every week. So every week I'll have a section for each of these 8 categories, and then that'll be closed off, and then I'll have another you know, set of pages dedicated to that next week where I'm again doing all this. So just decisions to be made. So hence I'm not going to just start setting this up just yet. I will likely start this system on Monday. So probably sometime over the weekend I could have a system down that I would set up in here, and hopefully I will film that for you guys. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna stop rambling. That's my whole like notebook experiment that I'm doing, thanks to my 3-hour bujo fixation video watching last night. All right, I'm gonna stop talking now. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.